Hi everybody, COVID update number 2. My husband is COVID positive, I am not. So this update is going to talk about how he is and give you the update, talk about our experience at the emergency department and some information that you might need if, heaven forbid, you have to go with someone that you love, and a little bit about the cost of the monoclonal antibodies and try to clear up a myth about that. Hi, this is Gail. Welcome to my channel. My husband was diagnosed with COVID a few days ago. I did a video kind of up to from the time he was diagnosed up to the time he gave antibodies. I'm going to link that below. This video is picking up from when he had to go to the emergency room on up through today, day 2 with COVID. So my husband was diagnosed. We heard about the monoclonal antibodies. Our doctor suggested it that he talked with online, so we went to go have it done. Those of you who are getting monoclonal antibodies, here's the thing that you may need to know. A lot of people that have talked to me have this misconception that everything is totally free and you won't get a bill, etc., etc. That's not what he was told. For the COVID treatment of the monoclonal antibodies, that infusion is covered, but nothing else is. So like the site, the workers, etc. He went to a hospital center to have it done. They did take our insurance, so they are going to bill, but there are several other things that they're going to charge for besides the infusion itself, which is completely covered. So I just wanted to say that straight up because I know a lot of people think that you're not going to get a bill, and at least in the state of Tennessee, depending on where you go, you may indeed get a bill. So he had the antibodies done, and then several hours later, he continued to go downhill, and I had to take him to the emergency department. Now, the emergency department was an interesting experience, to say the least, okay? My husband was having shortness of breath. He was getting confused whenever his O2 levels would drop, which that happens when your O2 level drops. I've been there. Asthma, cystian, the confusion comes in. So he was having confusion, having trouble breathing. He was unsteady. He was just really, really sick, short of breath, you name it. So got him to the emergency department. I printed out his med list. I've got the information on the vaccine, you know, all that, where we had it and stuff. And when I got there, I was allowed to sign him in and give the insurance and ID and so forth, but I was not allowed to go back with him. This really bothered me because with him getting confused, they needed to be able to get reliable information that they might not have been able to get. But when I said, hey, I'm considering this as a disability for right now, and I can help answer your questions and keep him oriented, they were like, no, if we need you, we'll call you on your phone. And I again stated that I would like to go back with him. And I was told no, because they were having to treat me as though I was COVID positive, even though I am not, at least not at this time. I was tested Friday with a rapid test. I was tested through a PCR, which is a longer term test. And I had a rapid test right before he went in for the antibody testing, just the way that worked out. All of those were negative. And they're like, it doesn't matter. You need to go on out to your car. They wouldn't even let me wait in the lobby of the emergency department. So I had to go out to my car. So 34, 36 degrees outside, and I'm out in my car. So if, heaven forbid, you are ever in this situation, be prepared. They may not let you in, so bring a blanket, a book, and a snack. Also orient yourself to where the restrooms are, because that's kind of important, just saying. So we had some phone calls back and forth that we initiated. The staff never called me. We initiated those phone calls. Was able to... I was told that he was receiving excellent care. That's what the staff said. So I'm really glad to know that, because that's why we chose the hospital. But it's like I told him on the phone, I want numbers. I want to know what the ABG is. I want to know what the O2 sats are. Tell me his numbers for his CBC and all that stuff. And they're like, well, he's good, he's stable. So then I started crying, and I told my daughters, I'm like, you know, here's the name of the hospital, the phone number, and the secret code. Can one of you all call and get more information? Because I'm starting to cry, and this is not good because I can't get anywhere with that. The hospital then refused to speak with my daughter because only one person in the family is who they'll talk to. It can be any one person, but we have to decide on basically a point person, and that person will have contact with the hospital even though they have the full name and the secret password and all that stuff. It doesn't matter. So we instituted a conference call and just didn't tell the hospital we were on conference call, but that's another story. Anyhow, got some updates from the nurse literally as they were checking him out. She said that he was being discharged to the virtual hospital. Virtual hospital is just what it sounds like. They call daily. They want to know how his SATs and so forth have been, temperatures, pulse, all that stuff, how it's going with his breathing exercises and things like that. We'll have daily contact with the nurse for at least 10 days or until he can be officially discharged from the virtual hospital. So from last night to today, I really don't see much difference, much improvement, if any. We're going to give it some more time because what else can you do? You have to give it more time. There's nothing that's going to magically make this better. So he's still having the coughing fits, still have times where he's short of breath. Not as much with the confusion, but that tends to go with the coughing fits. So he is still having those periods. So there's just not much of the change there. So I'm doing this video because I have a lot of text messages and Facebook messages and so forth to answer. And I am sorry, I'm trying to get to everybody. I am sorry if I don't. Please forgive me right now. It's just kind of crazy. I will get to you as soon as I can, but I hope this is helping to answer a lot of your questions. Yes, we're in quarantine. He can't go anywhere, and that's just the way it is, me either. And so to help keep us safe, to keep him from catching anything else and keep me from becoming COVID positive, we're wearing face masks at home and using Clorox wipes and disinfectant spray. What else can you do? Anyhow, if you have been down this path, I really would love to hear from you. So drop me a comment down in the comment section because I'd never heard of a virtual hospital until last night. So I don't really know how well this works. So if you've been there and done that, I would love to know. And any tips that you have for surviving COVID quarantine with your sanity intact? Yeah, let me know that too. Thanks for watching, being part of the journey, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.